Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is November the 23rd, 2017, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, whereby we are giving you the news according to the charts, only through the price bars and the volume. And ever since our inception of being on YouTube, we have been telling you that the market speaks to everyone who trades in the cryptocurrency space through the price bars and the volume, and that's all you really need. In our particular situation, that's all you need. You don't need anything else but the price bars and the volume in order to tell and predict where cryptocurrencies, securities, equities, whatever the case may be, you can tell by the price bars and the volume where they are headed or likely to occur or likely to move, should I say. And we've been doing that ever since we started placing these videos on YouTube, just to show the world that it is very possible to predict where prices are headed for particular securities. Now, with that being said, we are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice, but rather we are the interpreters of these price charts to give you guys insight as to where these cryptocurrencies are likely to move. And as you guys can see from this website, that the market cap continues to increase. It is now at $255 billion. Yesterday was at 249, so it's like $6 billion increase. But one of the variances that we noticed today is the Bitcoin dominance. You guys can see that it's all the way back down to 52.9%. Over the last couple of trading days, around 55-56%. So it tells you that someone else is coming up in the ranks to take some of that dominance away from Bitcoin. And if you guys can see, number 2 and the number 3 slots, Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash has increased substantially again. And I know this is too far in the future, but is it possible to see Bitcoin Cash take that number 1 spot from Bitcoin? I know it's a long way away. I know it is a long away. I know it's long away to notice that fact right now, but please see that it is very possible that Bitcoin Cash can be the forerunner to replace Bitcoin. Ethereum also ended the day high. They're up 10.74%. We forecasted that on our video yesterday, so it should not come as no surprise. Bitcoin Cash as well, up 23.33%. We forecasted that as well. So you guys can see that what we do here on this channel is very profitable and is precise and accurate. And we're not saying that we're getting it 100% correct every time, but given the fact that we don't use indicators, the fact that we don't have any patterns on our charts, goes to show you that we are very profitable in what we do and how we trade our particular portfolios. Bitcoin is down though, 1.80%. Ripple is up 2.90. Dash is down 1.94. Litecoin ended the day higher, up 3.55. And Monero is down 3.11. Neo down 1%. IOTA took a hit, down 9.31. And Ethereum Classic is up 2.26. So looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is down 2.67% right now. Last trade was at $8,013.40. And towards the last 5-10 minutes of this particular bar here forming, Bitcoin has given us a close at the almost at the very bottom of this particular price bar. So the market is giving us more selling in the market, and just by this particular bar today, it is a push to go down bar, which is a precursor to weakness. We can possibly expect Bitcoin to continue to move lower. And looking on this daily price chart, it looked like it could come all the way back down to 7,800, but it did stop here around the highs from the 16th and the 17th of November. So it may bounce here and move higher towards that $8,200 area again. I can move it to a smaller time frame. We can kind of see where Bitcoin is likely to be traded. So Bitcoin can possibly come back to $7,900 in the short term, and hopefully you can find some precursors of strength right here around $700 and then move up. And if it moves higher, it might just come back to 8,100 or even 82. But we're not necessarily seeing Bitcoin making higher highs, higher than what occurred on the 21st of November with a high of $8,380. If anything, Bitcoin is going to trade sideways to lower. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 7.56%. Last trade was at $409.50. And we told you yesterday in the video that this is a definite precursor to strength, a push to go up. And we have the result of what occurred on yesterday's trading. The market continued to shoot higher on today. And it made a high of $426.27. And as you guys can see, there is nothing in the background to where Ethereum has reached that high. So today, Ethereum reached an all-time high today, but we are acknowledging the fact that stockpile definitely came in for Ethereum on the day. But the volume is also extremely high, so there was buyers and sellers in the market for Ethereum. Looking at the 6-hour price chart, we are going to see where Ethereum can likely come and touch. So you guys can see that the weakness came in on this last 6-hour chart. The market can possibly come back down to $400 in the short term, but if it can't hold at $400, then it can definitely come all the way back down to $380 or even $370, and that is a very sharp drop that we're not necessarily foreseeing at the moment, but at least it could come down to $400. We can definitely see that occurring for Ethereum. So if Ethereum is going to move sideways or lower, expected to go right back down to 400. And if not 400, then expected to possibly come and touch $390. But this is a very, very strong precursors of weakness that we see on this last bar for Ethereum. So the market may actually trade lower in the short term, and it might find some support around $400 and move higher from there. We have to wait and see, because even on this bar that is forming now, we are getting more selling in the market. So we have to wait and find out where Ethereum is going to find that support, and then that would be the good entry point for you to come in and possibly make a trade. So if Ethereum will move, if it does move higher, then expect it to at least come back up to that $426 area. So now we're going to go to Bitcoin Cash. So looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash is up 27%. Last trade was at $1,645. And you guys can see the difference between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. This bar is a definite precursor of strength. It is a push to go up bar, and Bitcoin Cash will be making higher highs. Okay, you heard that first here on HueFin News. Bitcoin Cash is going to be making higher highs, and we don't have anything in the background to show you where Bitcoin Cash can possibly go, so we have to make it into a smaller time frame. So we're going to look at the 3-hour chart. And it's possible that Bitcoin Cash can come all the way back up to, first it's going to come to around $1,800. So that is very possible for Bitcoin Cash to come and touch, and that is likely to occur. But then it might come all the way up to $1,900 or even $2,000 also. But that first area that we are eyeing here at HueFin News is that $1,800 area. And for where it's trading right now, that is a very good profitable move. Once Bitcoin Cash go up to $1,800, which we are foreseeing here on this channel. So if it does move lower, just want to acknowledge that as well. It could come right back down to $1,500. So now we are going to go to Ripple. So Ripple is up 0.82%. Last trade was at 24 cents. And we told you on our video yesterday that we're expecting Ripple to come to 25 cents, and it did that, and the market shot lower due to selling in the market. This is a lot of selling that occurred for Ripple on the day. It might move just a tad higher on tomorrow, and we'll give it at least 24.5 cents. But if the buyers really consume all of the selling that occurred today, it can come right back up to 25. But to have the market shoot all the way up to 25 cents to close towards the open of today kind of lets us know that Ripple is going to trade sideways to lower. We're still eyeing 23 cents as the low and 25 cents as the high. Given the stockpile that came in on today, Ripple runs the probability of moving lower as well. So now we are going to go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 2%. Last trade was at $73.40. And what did we tell you? That we would need to see a push to go up bar in Litecoin in order for them to break through $73.50. The market tried today, went all the way up to $76, but as you can see, stockpile came in on the market. But one of the good things is the fact that the market did shoot lower for Litecoin. It was able to move higher all the way up to 76 and still close higher than the close from yesterday. So they are still doing business within this range for Litecoin, and we are still acknowledging that Litecoin is still wanting to move higher, and it might come all the way back up to $76. But we are also acknowledging the fact that stockpile came in the market, and that first area is going to be $70 for Litecoin to come and touch. Eventually might come back down to $67.50 if the market is getting hit overall with a lot of selling. Okay, so now let's go to Dash. So Dash is down 2.42%. Last trade was at $563.02. So we took a break today in Dash. The market traded sideways on today, which shows you that the stockpile that came in yesterday continued in today's trading, because the market closed lower than it closed from yesterday. And given the fact that we have nothing in the background, we had to move to a smaller time frame to see where Dash is going to be trading. So Dash also runs the probability of moving lower, and that first area will be around $540. And just like what occurred here on these two price bars, this one and this one, the market came down towards 540, and we found precursors of strength at that area that pushed the market higher. And one of the things I want you guys to see is the fact that $580 is serving as resistance for Dash. And in order for them to move higher, we would need to see a push to go up bar. If we do not receive a push to go up bar in Dash towards the $580 area, will not move higher above that. So right now we're just expecting to move sideways, and it might come all the way back up to 580 to even 595 for the high, and then as well it might come all the way back down to 540 or even 520. So now we are going to go to Neo. So Neo's last trade was at $35. They are down 2.76%. So Neo is still hovering around that $34 to $36 area, trading sideways. The market got hit with stockpile yesterday, and today was just a continuation of that stockpile, just like Dash. So overall, we're still expecting Neo to trade sideways just along with Dash, but if the market is getting more weakness, then expect Neo to come all the way back down to $32, and that's very possible if the market cannot hold $34. And over the last 3 trading days, it has been holding at $34, but you guys can see that the highs of these bars are getting lower and lower. So it tells you interest in higher prices in Neo at the moment is waning. So it's possible that it could come all the way back down to 32. And if it does move higher, it could come all the way back up to $37 to even $37.50. So now we are going to go to Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is up 0.70%. Last trade was at $18.13. So we said that Ethereum Classic was going to come at least one more time to and around $19, and it came all the way up to $18.85. But then you guys can see that the market closed lower than it closed from yesterday, which tells us that the sellers are in control in Ethereum Classic at the moment. So we're still expecting them to move lower, and $17 is going to be that first location for Ethereum Classic to come and touch. It might just come down to $17.61, around that area, to where the low from today as well as the close and the open from today's bar and the day before that occurred. So our analysis is for Ethereum Classic to at least move lower to, like I said, $17.60 or even 17 even, or it might come all the way back up to $19 if the buyers are in the market consuming all of the selling that occurred today in the market. But we will still need to see a very strong push to go a bar past $19 in order for Ethereum Classic to stay above $19, even get to break past it. So now we are going to go to Monero. So Monero is down 5.36%. Last trade was at $160.89. So just like with Dash and Neo, the market for Monero just continued with the selling that occurred on yesterday. The market shot higher to where we analyzed that in our video, and it quickly closed lower than it closed yesterday. So it tells us that the market participants are definitely taking their profits in Monero right now. So we need to see where the market's going to find support. And looking at the 6-hour chart, support for Monero is going to be in and around $155. The market, the last price bar was a definite precursor of weakness, and it's possible that it can come all the way back down to $150 or even $145 for Monero. But we have definitely received stockpile around this $165 area for Monero, and it's going to take a lot of volume in order for Monero to shoot higher to even the highs that occurred on this bar or the previous bar, which was around $173. So expect to see a lot of volume in order for Monero to move higher. If you don't get that volume, then it will not be moving higher. I'm telling you that now. So you can expect it to come down to 155 or even 150 for Monero. So that's all we have here for HueFin News. Today is November 23rd, 2017, and appreciate all the comments you guys been receiving, all the beneficial comments, all the profitability and the money making, how easy it is that we are analyzing these price charts. That is great news. It lets us know that we are in fact doing something that is beneficial to the community and the world. And it is our plans in the future to continue to give you guys this analysis and even to teach you how to properly read price bars and the volume and its meaning, because this is what is missing from a wide swath of traders in the world, is that they don't understand what price bars and volume actually mean, or what does it indicate. And understanding that language gives you more confidence in the market to understand where these cryptocurrencies are going. And once you get that confidence, it just gives you more power, more understanding to make and go in and do that decision, to go and do that entry trade, to go ahead and get out that trade, because you understand what the market is doing. Once you understand what the market is doing, you will be a better trader. We've been doing this for quite some time, and we just don't understand why no one else is out there breaking down analysis like this. And market's been around for hundreds of years, and people don't do analysis like this, and that's baffling to our mind. But nevertheless, we are now here, and we are the first ones to give you this type of analysis, and we will be the first ones to teach you this as well, and make sure that we are the only ones who is giving you this type of analysis. So that's all we have for today, guys. Make sure you stay profitable. Watch these videos to gain your confidence as well, so you too can become better at your own in particular trade strategy that you guys have going on in the market. That's all we have, guys. Stay profitable, and I will talk to you guys later.